Hey guys, welcome back. Let's dive into another teaching here. I'll be chatting about the Demon King Balem, and just to get it out of there, he does, because it might resonate with you now as well. He reminds me a lot of the awesome and wonderful King Balal. Um, so I'll be teaching you a bit about his characteristics, how he operates, and again, it is very similar to King Balal. So let's just keep that in mind. Um, so first off, for your initial invocation, right? Because I'll be showing you his sigil, his incantation, and a bit about him. You don't just dive into it with him or any of them, to be quite honest, for a spell. That's when if you're not sure, and this is not a sales pitch for those who like to put their shitty comments there. It's not a sales pitch. This is just how it works. I truly feel I'm teaching truth. If you don't like it, guys, just don't watch my videos, okay? But for those who do appreciate it and like the fits and the knowledge, I do appreciate the likes, the shares, the subscribers, and thank you. So getting into that for his initial invocations, for any initial invocation, please keep in mind it's an initial invocation, which is one of calling upon entity and welcoming of entity. And if you want to learn more, go deeper into this and have better understanding, because the more you actually know, besides the practice itself, which is super important, it's like going to gym. Eventually, that is also going to get better and better. But the more you also know and understand, the better. So if you are looking for, besides spell work, which I obviously offer, consultations, my invocation tarot readings, chaos magic course, I offer really, really good consultations one-on-one where we can go really deep into either a teaching or a situation you find yourself in and design the solutions, the spell that is needed for that, okay? So getting into that, on your A4 page is incantation, which is on top. And again, if you've watched my vids before, you'll understand the terminology I'm using. If not, check them out. The more you watch, actually, the more you're going to start to learn as well. And it starts making more and more sense, my teachings, okay? It is Lirak Tassa Vifa Will King Balem. His candles, one black, one red. His name scribed on both. You can place them together. That's how I do mine. You can bind it either in a black string, black wire, copper wire, or a metal wire. You can embalm it with eucalyptus oil or olive oil. And then for his offerings, be a bit generous. Um, I notice out of the others, he actually, with me in a way, I get better feedback and resonance when the offerings are a bit bigger. So put maybe 2 glasses of wine, or one wine, one beer, or something. Your fruits, your nuts for sure, and put a bit of extra food, like just food, like whether it's a few rolls or some cold meat or cheese. Just put some extra food out there, and gold. And again, it can be a gold chain, a gold ring, whatever. And at the end of your invocation, I always teach to let everything settle down, put in a packet, place somewhere before this guarding or bedding it. You don't have to do that with expensive things like gold. The gold is there to just show your interest, your knowledge, and for the resonance that comes out of the gold in his presence, okay? So, again, very similar to King Balal, he is extremely massive. He's extremely powerful, hoarse in voice, rough in voice. At first, his presence can be scary, and this is mainly because of his heavy, magnificent presence, and also he shapeshifts quite often. So you got to get familiar with his energy. That's why when you call out the incantation, make it very clear who you are calling out. It is his dialing code, and you are welcoming that specific entity in only. Okay, so get familiar with that entity and that presence. But his presence is massive. Just to shorten or everything down, I can say his presence is massive. He's extremely powerful. He's magnificent to work with for spell practitioners in general, whatever level you're at. You don't have to do every single spell with him. That's not what I'm saying. But having a relationship with him, and just after that, now and again, doing invocation, giving a thank you ritual, saying good morning, literally just saying good morning thereafter. Just build that relationship with him, and you practice magic. It's going to enhance your magical skills. Okay, he's going to greatly enhance the more time you spend. Your insight, your wit, your mind, and your grasp on things. You'll become basically sharper, mentally sharper. That I can guarantee you. Um, Again, not only or strictly, but it does resonate better if you work with him at night. December also is the strongest month for his resonance, but again, you're not limited to that. That's just maybe if you keep it a note and you want to give a really big thanks give him one night for him. It can be any time, it's always appreciated. But December, it's it's received the best. He will, once you work with him, literally go to war for you. So that's extremely comforting and good to know. And also with him, they don't all expect it. And when I mention this, please don't go crazy or harm yourself. But for him, a little bit of a blood offering does go a long way because it's an exchange. And when I say the blood offering, I'm definitely not saying cut yourself or even grab a knife. You would get something like one of those little, they use it for like the sugar diabetes test and stuff like that. Those thin needles, just a quick prick. It's really small. Just prick yourself, just to put a few drops of blood on your petition. That's it. I'm not endorsing harming yourself or harming others, okay? That's not what I'm doing. I'm teaching you the exchange because that's what it is. It's a relationship building, and therefore there's going to be some form of exchange. And for him, a bit of your blood, your DNA, goes a very, very long way. Again, guys, for any further teachings or on my services, just hit me up. Keep learning, keep growing, keep breathing, and be good or not.